This is Ballypatrick Forest, to the tree forest. Let's get off the main road. But the only problem with the forestry, this cattle ground broke about 4 or 5 years ago. It's just pure rust. That one must have been changed and that one never was. Completely corroded away, never fixed. Day trippers going there. It used to be a paid forest. That wee machine there you paid. It's £4 a day, £5 a day. It's never used. It's free now. But although it's free, you would have had public toilets at one time that's no longer open. You would have had a scenic drive that's no longer open. 2 of the trees open up this gate here. There's some disease in some of the trees now. Some of the large trees in the forest have been diagnosed with a plant disease causing fungal, like, control the spread, stay on forest roads, stony paths, blah blah. So always don't run through the trees and stuff. There's wild deer down here. Last time I was here, I've seen a young deer, and other ones in 2 of the trees have seen the young deer. So there's definitely is deer here. Now, 2 of the tree sites, every one's different. So you see this one here now. If I lock it from the outside, I'm not going to get in. There's no styling on him. This is an awkward one actually. And they have a habit. 2 of the tree sites have a habit of making you do a hull start. They always put a gate in the hull. Then they look around. Everywhere's flat. They say, "Oh, there's a hull there. That's pretty steep. Let's stick an entrance there." You swear that's how they do it. So, I'll get this lock. This lock's awkward to put on here. So there's no 2 the same. It's like, if you like puzzles, if you like solving puzzles, you're working the gates, so keep you going. Summer holidays, place completely empty. 1 car over there. I might even bother hooking tonight. I can just ditch her anyway.
To dehumanise people and to label people and to render their families silent. And what do we...
Right now, I want to get my dinner on now. When the toilets was here, more people would use the site. The toilets have been closed because of COVID. What they done was they have a disabled toilet at the end, proper disabled toilet. It's got a wee panic alarm and everything on it. It's got a heater in it, has toilet rolls, nice and clean, that end one. But because of COVID, they changed the padlock, so the toilets aren't going to be used no more. So there've been a lot of ones that came here just because they want to use the toilet. I don't like this one in the winter time because of the angle of the sun. The sun doesn't shine on it. In the winter time, you want a wee bit of sun. You don't want to be sitting on a patch of frost all day. So I've never really checked it out. The last time I was here, it was dark when I arrived. I've never checked out what's the best spot to park on. This here originally was a car park. So before 2 of the trees, the entrance would have come down this way. And there's all the markings for the car park. So cars would have, it wasn't a campsite to begin with. It was an ordinary car park. There's the markings there for car park. You see how it's all subsided? That would have been flat at one time, but half the mountains fell down there. And then you had your public toilets, a wee barbecue place, and then you had just drive down there to the scenic drive. So I don't know how long 2 of the trees have got it. See, I often wonder about parking in there. That looks a nice wee spot in there, you know. I'll just take a walk in now. I have to reverse on it right wee bit, right enough. But I reckon that once I'm in there, there's not much to level out. It's pretty flat, and there's my view then. I've got a nice wee view. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring her in here. Not, last time I was up in the grass, but it's a lot of fluff, like. If I bring her in the car now, I don't even have to unhook it. And then in the morning, if I decide I want to unhook it, I'll just unhook it. I don't have to level it off then. I'll just leave it where it is. Because even if I drive somewhere tomorrow, I'll probably move on to another destination. I like to keep moving. I don't want to just be somewhere for the sake of being there. But I want to cycle the old scenic road. I brought the bicycle with me. So you can't drive it no more, but I want to cycle it. It's supposed to be very nice. Now there could be falling down trees and everything. God knows what's. There's an old Irish bridge out there. They call it an old Irish bridge. Brilliant job until they put the disabled thing in it, spoiled it. And you look at my very old videos to see how it used to look. It's a brilliant wee tourist attraction the way it worked. So we're going to try and reverse on here now. This could be a I think it'd be pretty, once I'm lined up should be easy enough. If it wasn't for the fact it's going up, reversing uphill with that dip on the road. Let's see how it goes. The time is now, just see, 4 minutes past 8. We'll see how long it takes me. 6 minutes past 8. Didn't seem to be 2 minutes. Time flies, I'll tell you. It's not going to be trying to come in because of the curb, because the front of the car wants to go close to that fence. I might check, the front door's down. You see, there's the thing now about leveling off a caravan. That bit of ground there is lower. Now, there's two things that happen. You put a chalk up in the other one. We'll just say that wheel was sitting over there, for example. And I put the chalk up in the other one to higher it up, and then that wheel goes down, and you could be ages trying to level off on rough ground like this. But use nature to your advantage. If you see a bit of ground, see that ground there is raising up there. So about a couple of feet forward, that's gone up. And a couple of feet forward there, it's gone down. So by moving the caravan forward, it's going to balance off without using any blocks. But I need to see roughly how far it's out first. And then I'll just keep an eye on my wing mirror, how much it drops down. You make life as easy as you can. It's a bit awkward at night time when it's pitch dark. Some heat on here, I tell you. Some heat on here. There's out a red bit there now, look. She's way off there. You couldn't sleep in that. Right, so let's see now. Now if I had to use a chalk, we'll use a chalk. I stop my engine, no point in wasting fuel. Just take it easy. Time you get all the doors unlocked. I'm sort of flapping around now like some of them boaters. Now this modern car, you have to close the doors and all that. Oh, I've left my keys behind me, Wallow. Oh, Wallow! I left the keys. Luckily, I brought the spare set by accident. I shouldn't have brought the spare set, but I did. So I'll stick them in. Here's the ones we put earlier. Now, I'll just keep an eye on that mirror now that I see that the caravan going down. I'll take this handbrake off. If I see the corner going down, yeah, she's going down at that now. So the caravan's dropped down that side. She might still need the ramp. She might still need the ramp. But she does. I'm going to put her on the ramp. See, it's going to go up. If I go forward now, it's going to go up that side. Where are we now in the bubble? Ah, way off. We need the ramp. Can't house about all day. Well, I get the ramp out, well. Now, but the thing about when you put on a ramp, you can't unhook it as easy and drive away. You have to put on handbrake and all that. I can't be arsed doing all that. I'm supposed to be here on a holiday, not a chore. But I need to get the dinner on. Need to get the dinner on. See, tarmac's a lot easier. But that's a nice wee spot. Look at the view. Especially the nights. I'll lock the mirror now on the other side now. It's always better to go up a wee bit too high and roll back. Well, it would be if you had a car with a normal handbrake. Maybe not this one. It's making me want to roll back. It was just on there and no more. So, look at the sea. I don't like the floor too high. Look at that, just needs a wee smudge. A wee smudge. If I got one more, it's going to be too high. So we'll do the door test. See the doors opening? Has to go up. Has to go up. You can't have, you don't want doors flapping up on you. So that's up a half a ramp, like that's what we're going to do. But what's that going to do then? See, there's a chance that might go up too. You see the hassle of rough ground. That's why you see if you go to a proper car park and just like put Stuart where they've levelled the whole thing off, it's a lot easier. If you're two people, like, it's a lot handier. Now that's way too high there now. See, we're on the second one now. You see the difference of 6, that's why high for all the jump. So it's too high now. Do the door test, see the door's closing the other way. See? So now we'll let it roll back now. If it's not, now the car is lower down, it might mind roll back, but we'll see what happens. You get the idea anyway, so if you're not sure if the spirit level's working right, check the so let the handbrake off. Just watch that mirror as it goes down halfway. I can turn the engine off now, because I can roll back without the engine. Now you can buy electronic racers, things and all that, but say it's just because the ground is completely crooked. But it's a wee bit of experience. She's just on the black line. Do the door test. Oh, look at that there, like. She needs to go down and all the wee tiny smudgy. But I'll tell you what, I'm surprised the door's moving at that, you know. Door's, oh, you know what's wrong? It's leaning forward. No, that's just, she's right out at that. She's on the black line there. Tiniest wee smudgy, tiniest. Where are we in the ramp? You see the problem we're having there? So what I think I'll sit there now, we'll get a wee piece of wood and just shove a wee piece of wood underneath there, and then that means the handbrake end's not holding on its own. Where's the keys? Where's the keys? Because I want to have the option of hooking this caravan tomorrow and not relying on the handbrake. I'm not even going to put down stabilizers today. So a wee flat bit of wood like that. Because the caravan has to drop very, 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 very slightly. See if I put that wee bit of wood on there, and I let it roll back so that piece of wood locks into it like a clamp. That's her. It's going nowhere. It's something crooked. Nothing's. I'll use the wee, because it's so crooked, I'll use my wee black thing, and the proper wee jobs in here. Now, I'll let the handbrake off now. She'll roll back onto that, and that's her locked in then. So that's loose now. If I let the handbrake off now, she'll just tighten up and she'll be perfect. There's a worth all the flapping about. Well, we never spend this long, do we? But then you see, it takes longer holding the camera too. Oh, see, there's people need to know these things. Because they think they're useless, but when they see this here, they say, "Do you know what? I'm not as bad as that boy." That's us now, well, that is us. Going no more now, that's it. You get free range, Wallow! Free range! See, some people will be scared in the campsite by themselves. To me, it's freedom. Freedom, Wallow! Go on, Wallow! Go on, Wallow! Never brought the wee steps there. See, it's handy not having seats. If I just reach in now and get the wee step. I drove off the house and left it behind. I locked behind me and I seen it, so I threw it in the car there. This wee step's handy because Wallow can't go up steps. I can put that in far enough for me to step on. But it's okay for Wallow to get on too. Look at that wee bubble there now. Let's see. Look at that wee bubble. I'll show it better this way. Here's you want. Now, you check back the front now. I don't like a caravan level. I'm not used to sleeping level in a caravan, believe it or not. I feel like my pillow's not right. So I drop the jack wheel now. I take the tension off the car. And that's all it needs. Alright, well, I'm going to keep it hooked on tonight. No stabilizers. I like a caravan wobbling about when I'm inside it. It's what I'm used to. You put down the stabilizers and all. There's no movement in it, it's not the same. Now tomorrow now, there's a good chance I'm going to go away tomorrow and take this caravan off. But if she moves slightly, she moves. I'm not going to bother. See, that's her holding the car now. So I just take a wee bit of weight off the car, see the car lifting. That's all I do there now. She's off the car. There you see the wee bubble now. You still get a nice wee bounce on the car. Oh, see now, close enough there. I don't want it. I say I don't want it perfectly level. The only time you need it perfectly level is fuel crap this fell out. The only time you need it perfectly level is if you're having a shower and when you want it to run to the drain hole. But like, I use a car sponge, and I mop up a car sponge and push it towards the drain hole. And that solves that problem. There's always a way around. There's always a way around things. Well, we never go into the caravan without having a wee nosy around the place. So I'll have a wee nosy around the place now. Don't need nothing out of there. we're going the grand guided tour. The guided tour. Take my phone out, 3 fees about and all that. GoPro battery, I'll take that into the caravan. And I'll charge up with one of the battery packs in the caravan. That's fully charged there now. That can come out. Fully charged, that can come out. They were never flat, but they haven't been charged in ages, so just thought I'd give them a wee boost. This one now. It's not fully charged, so it can stay. That's why you need extra. Don't rely on one. I had to put the key in now, turn this off. I'll take my sat nav on the caravan tonight and I'll check all my wee safe spots, see what's worth going to tomorrow. The path of Barry might even go to Glenarth, but Wallet can't really walk Glenarth no more. It's too old for Glenarth. It's all steps. And there's even a walks you can do at the start. So I could go to Glenarth, stay the night, do that wee bit of walk and move on. Possibilities are endless. That's why you get up in the morning, you see what time you're waking up at. There's nothing has to be anything. We can just do what we want when we want. See what kind of sleep we get. Maybe I should go down here and she'll want to walk down to this bridge. You don't know. So there's all the car spaces there. Them trees were all cut down a few years ago and they're fairly grown, the new ones. I actually like it a bit more open, not the sun on. But see when it rains and all and you can see the rain lashings. If you have the rain coming this way and you're looking at the caravan window that way, the caravan window on this side will stay dry. And you can watch the rain lashing away. So if these toilets are open now, the other ones here, I've got used now to using the caravan toilets, and this is my first holiday ever to use the caravan toilet when I have public toilets nearby. Because public toilets are disgusting now. There should be a couple of fire extinguishers there with the listen, but they should still have them. 2 of the 3 sites all have fire extinguishers. That's like a wee barbecue place. You see they would have wooden seats on top of that, the wooden posts. I say that would have been for the forest park. There's your toilet. All the water and all still in there. Good skylights. That could be open and used. But it's not open. It's not used. Just that wee padlock stopping you getting in. And then they put on these disabled. Normally the 2 of the 3's padlock would be on there. And you just go in and use it. There's a heater on there. There's a light sensor. There's electricity. There's actually lights in it. It's the only toilet the 2 of the 3's have that's got lights. Now for some reason they moved the water tap last year. That's all brand new fittings there, the barcodes on it. Now they test the water. That's where your surge goes in there. Nope, the turd in there. So that's actually one of the better ones there. It's got a cover to stop the wildlife falling down. It's easy to get at, it's in the air. You know, it's stinky, you don't want they smell as much. It's telling you not to drink the water. They have to test the water. So even if nobody's in the site, they come and test the water. I don't know how often they test it. Springwell Forest has got a big binder where they test the water. And they moved the pipe from the other side last year, so it could be because the toilets aren't used no more. The water's getting too stagnant. Willow, one this way, Willow, Willow, one this way. So you see, like originally we had a wee window there. That window there, I think, would have been where the store cupboard would be. And you've got the men's on one side, women's on the other, and the cupboard in the middle is a store cupboard. So the water tap used to be here and the drain underneath. See, they patched it up. But especially now this year, and lots of people want to tour camping and all that. So the forestry have no money to invest. You have all these motorhomes, nowhere to park. All they want is a rectangle flat space. And if you just had a rectangle, move them 2 trees, just tie that level. Mark it out in big spaces. Thousands of motorhomes will come here, especially if there's toilets. Like, you don't need showers, you just need toilets. That was a white big store cupboard they had in it. But then maybe that was for maintenance for the whole place. Maybe kept a wee brush on there too. A lot of people in two of the trees have family members, so you might get two caravans together. You see, you get two caravans together down here and a wee barbecue on, and plenty of room for the wains. There's not much walking in the forest. I say there's that scenic. I think I will unhook the car, you know, because I always wanted to do it these scenic routes. Good weather now to do it. Too late tonight. So there's I'm parked tonight now. Ideal wee spot there. Sun's going down there, so I'll come up in the front of the caravan in the morning. So if we get a chilly night because there's no clouds, not be so bad. How then? Not very busy here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, summertime like.